I grew up with Telltale game systems games like The Walking Dead, Batman, Tales from the Borderlands, and I remember that one Guardians of the Galaxy game? They were the pioneers of the movie-like choices matter genre, but sadly, because everyone watched Jacksepticeye's Let's Plays, instead of actually buying their games, the studio went down under. Not to like Australia, they went bankrupt. But every bad situation has a good side to it. And this side is looking damn thick. So like I said in the beginning, this game was created by ex-Telltale game developers, namely these lovely fellows, which I will not say because I cannot pronounce their names. The important thing is that they worked on Telltale's most successful games like Wolf Among Us, which I have still not played, The Walking Dead, and probably my favorite, Tales from the Borderlands. And together they created a studio called Ad Hoc. Fantastic name, guys. Now all of this has happened in 2018, and for the last couple of years, I got no idea what was happening. The important thing is that in 2024, a game called Dispatch was announced. Now, Dispatch is an episodic superhero workplace comedy game where the choices you make along the way actually impact the story and what will happen. And even though I only played 2 episodes out of 8, reason being the rest of them have not come out yet, I can still tell you that this game is something special. And let me just quickly tell you why without giving you spoilers, so that you can stop this video, buy it and play it. Number 1, the actual gameplay is an evolved version of what we know from Telltale. You have the classic cutscenes with dialogue choices and QTEs, but then you have the main game, quote unquote, which is kind of like a strategy game. I have no idea what this sort of genre is called, but it's very addicting and quite in-depth. As the game implies, you're a dispatch worker and you will be dispatching superheroes. On this map screen, you will get various crimes reported in the city, and they all have specific requirements that you will have to meet with the heroes that you sent there. Now, these superheroes have individual abilities that will activate after they do a specific action, which is unique to every hero, plus they get additional abilities after leveling up, and different stats that you can also upgrade, and so you can even make like a tank superhero into like a mobility one if you want to. You also get these pretty simple but still quite enjoyable hacking minigames with these directional button prompts reminiscent of Helldivers. Number 2, the writing and voice acting is absolutely top tier. Let's first talk about the voice acting because this is an absolutely insane lineup of voice actors. And oh hey, look. And it is kind of insane to me that the guys like Jacksepticeye and Charlie straight up just fit so well with all these big names that all of them do such a good job. Is that Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad? And I think it's one thing to have such big names in voice acting be in this game, but if they didn't have such a great script, it would just fall flat. So let's talk about the script, without spoilers. So first things first, there's a lot of conversation character to character, and it all sounds natural, yet absolutely ridiculous.
No, I control the fire.
The fire?
And the flame. And my skin does not burn.
That's sort of like the main theme of this game. You take something absolutely ridiculous like superheroes with insane abilities, and then you sort of ground them in this fairly normal world, but then you take like a normal conversation and make it ridiculous. It's this sort of very specific type of humor that genuinely made me chuckle a bunch of times, and I got no idea if my just humor is broken, but this game is genuinely hilarious because of how stupidly absurd a lot of the dialogue is. But then on the other side, you get genuinely heartfelt, well-made, realistic, like grounded dialogue, and the choices that the character makes, they feel like an actual human being. And the way that the script is written is that every word has a purpose. There's no like random dialogue in there that doesn't serve any sort of foreshadowing or explanation to something that needs an explanation. It is all very well chosen. And for me, it's like the little things, you know, like there's this scene where the main character reads off of like a piece of paper and it sounds like he's actually reading. Or you get this like infomercial where the guy is obviously reading a script and kind of his words kind of just flow instead of being separated and really thought through. It is generally one of the most well-written pieces of media I have heard in a long time, and it is insane that it is tied to a game like this. Because from the trailers, this just kind of looks like a big goofball adventure, but it is a genuinely well-crafted story with amazing characters that all have depth and aren't just like comedy machines shooting every joke that they got. But then again, they tell so many like jokes and weird things. It is like the perfect balance that I think you need for a game with such like a weirdly ridiculous plot. And the incredibly well written and voice acted dialogue isn't the only thing your ears will be hearing. The soundtrack is really good. I'm not like a music guy, this is probably the best piece of music I've ever made. The mood that it sets fits perfectly with what's going on. It is genuinely so well made and it just sounds so nice to my ears. And I got no idea what the instruments are or whatever, but they remind me of a certain piece of music from the first Spider-Man game on PlayStation 4. And I don't know if it's like some weird nostalgic sort of thing. And yes, I did say nostalgic. That game is 7 years old, god damn it. I don't know, it just sounds right. I don't have the words for it. Number 3, the visuals. They are absolutely magnificent. It's like a cel-shaded comic book, and it just has this really unique look that is perfect for a superhero game. All the character designs have been great so far. I'm really loving each and every character. They all feel distinct and they match their personality with their looks. They mix like 2D and 3D elements together. It's very similar to like Arcane if you made it a lot more like comic book-esque, you know? They clearly took a lot of inspirations from a lot of different places and made their own thing that looks fantastic. Also, I'm not like a movie guy, but the cinematography is so cool. They use a lot of different angles, a lot of different like filters for the camera. It really makes you feel like you're there, you know? It's not afraid to get a little dirty, a little smudgy, and it is some top tier aesthetics, but also not like just the camera angles, also the colors of the scene and the lighting, and even just the overall animations and facial expressions where the characters look during a scene. They are very expressive, and even without dialogue you can tell the mood of the scene or of the conversation, which I'm gonna be honest with you, the Telltale games were either incredibly just obvious or completely just stiff. I don't think that Telltale really got that great at facial animations or animations in general. They were always just okay, which in this one they are superb. And honestly, I feel like this is probably all I can say without spoilers. And so just in a very condensed way, I think this is exactly what I was looking for if you were to ask me what like the perfect evolution of a Telltale game would be. Give me a lot of dialogue, give me those like cutscenes with dialogue options, QTEs, but also give me like an actual game inside of it so that I can actually enjoy these very well crafted and animated scenes. Massive shout out to the entire team that worked on it. It is genuinely phenomenal and I cannot wait to play the other episodes, which I'm sure will be fantastic as well. And if they won't be fantastic, then I'll just make this part a joke in the review, so hey man, works out for me. But even just by judging the first 2 episodes that we got, I think this is absolutely top tier material and the team deserves some praise for what they made. I hope that I may have convinced you to give it a try, whether it be by yourself or just by, you know, looking at somebody else play it. Don't worry, I do it as well. And I of course thank you for watching this video. Let me know what your superpower would be down in the comments. I guess. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a good night's rest, and I'll see you in the next one.